ask you about something you've been front and center on, which is releasing and being the government being more transparent around the issue of these UFO files and these UFO videos. President Trump, as you know, is vowing to release more than 45 videos and UFO files. And you have said, quote, you would be up all night if the things that I've seen are released. What are you talking about?
Well, again, I'm in a skiff when I view these things, and we're not allowed to talk about it. But I think America deserves to know. There's we've had testimony. You know, you've seen 11 people have either died or disappeared that have been close to this issue. Whether that's a coincidence or not, I mean, if there was 11 members of the media like yourself disappeared, we have 11 barbers or 11 rabbis, I don't care. I think America would demand some answers, and for some reason this is kind of, people are kind of hands off with this thing. But I think that I'll just say this, it's not about little green men or flying saucers. It's about what we're spending tens of millions, possibly billions of your dollars on, and we deserve transparency. When I sit in a meeting and some guy with a man bun tells me that the president is on a need-to-know basis, that to me says we've overstepped our bounds.
Always be dubious of the men in man buns. But we had Congressman Burleson on the show last night. He said that these videos show a lot of very mysterious stuff, as he put it, but that he has seen no evidence so far of anything that is definitively extraterrestrial life. Would you agree with that assessment?
Possibly. I guess it depends on what you define it. I haven't been in some of the meetings that Burleson's been, and he hasn't been in some that I've been in. But when you have some of the best pilots in the world are military-trained pilots who risk literally retribution. When they come off the flight line, I'm not sure if that's the terminology, but when they come off the flight line and they've seen something, and they get an 8-hour interrogation, get a blemish on their record for saying stuff, but yet they're still coming forward with information. And these people are seeing something out there. I've seen pictures and video of things that defy any reason that we have, and everybody says, well, it's our stuff, it's the Russians, it's the Chinese. If the Chinese, ma'am, they would own us. If it was the Russians, they wouldn't be bogged down in Ukraine. If it was ours, we would never risk our military fighting men and women and $500 million aircraft out with these things and that they're spotting. These things can hover for hours on end, and then they can just shoot straight up. They can do angles. Had an admiral sitting right here in my office telling me about a craft they saw almost big as a football field on sonar under the, well, they didn't see, it was on sonar. It was traveling over 200 miles an hour underwater. We don't have anything with that capability or that size. So at some point, look, I don't know, just put it out there and let people decide. I have my own theories about what it is, but I would hope that America could I think they can handle it. I just don't think that our government and their arrogance it's power, it's about control, and it's arrogance. It's everything that runs Washington, D.C., ma'am, and we deserve to know the truth.
All right. Congressman Tim Burchett, always great to talk to you. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.